which we meet. I'd like to acknowledge the Ngunnawal people and pay respects to their elders past and present. I'd also just like to get everyone to have a think about what this day means and acknowledge that there is still a lot of work to do, but I think we all need to spend some time and invest time in starting a bigger conversation around our national heritage and what that actually is. And also, we also need to understand and learn about and appreciate the Aboriginal and the Torres Strait Island culture. And I think as we are all Australian, we do need to learn a lot more about that and understand it, because I feel like we all don't understand it enough, and I think it's really important that we do understand it. So, I think let's raise a glass to today. Cheers. All right, here we are. We've got Ben Spokes turning 6 on Saturday. It's pretty exciting. Can't believe it's been 6 years since we pallet jacked some tanks across a little gantry there and into the brewery. So we've got a few things going on this week. We've got this beautiful Spokey Live Sounds tonight, where we've got a local excellent act playing, and we'll go into them a little bit later. But Trace, what else have we got going on this week?
On Wednesday, we have our team Zoom birthday get-together, since we can't all get together at the moment. On Thursday, we've got Rich's famous Ben Spoke Brewers Live.
Which I'll be talking all about, the new beer we've got coming out. We've got a birthday beer that's going to come out. We've also got our truffle beer, which is coming back as well this week. So a couple of really good new beers to have a chat about, and we'll dive into some of the experience that we faced in setting up a brew pub, and there's quite a few little stories to be had there.
And on Friday, we've got our cheesy beers, which is 5 cheeses matched with 5 beers with Mike the Cheesesmith. So that should be really awesome.
Yeah, it's one of my favourite things, cheese. Trace will tell you that we buy a shitload of cheese every week. And what better way to enjoy a beer experience than to sit around with 5 cheeses and 5 interesting beers and really get that flavour pairing. Cheese is one of those things that goes so well with beer, and it's so different to beer. So I think that's why maybe I just love it so much. And Mike, who we've got to know now over the last 6 years of Ben Spoke, is a really top guy, really knows his stuff with cheese, and actually knows a shitload about beer as well. So it's going to be a great conversation, and it's going to be a great experience for everyone out there who wants to come along. We've still got plenty of boxes left if you want to get on board with cheesy beers. So come into the brew pub and pick one up and get ready on Friday night and have a little cheese beer degustation. Saturday, Trace, our birthday.
We've got cake. We're doing a special drop-off to all our drafters as well, and we are launching our special beer as well for our birthday. So stay tuned for that.
Yeah, it's great having your birthday in June, so then you can actually have a really strong beer paired with a really thick and rich cake. I actually wouldn't change that. I think having your birthday in June is a really good thing. So anyway, we're not going to keep going on tonight, but we've got some good friends of ours, actually. They actually started working here in the bar back in the day when we first opened the pub. They've now got into the music, and they've got their own little group going on. Electric Tommy Johnson, please come on down.
Thanks for having us.
G'day, guys. What is it like to be back playing music?
Look, it's very exciting for us. We play blues songs, and a lot from the Delta and from Southern America, who are challenged so much by the COVID crisis and things like that. And so us sitting here and playing that is, a huge privilege and things like that. And that's reflecting on how lucky we are to live in Australia. And then at the same time, I reflect on, as you said before, about for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, that many of the challenges that communities in the US facing are very similar, particularly in terms of incarceration and things like that. So, yeah, we're very privileged to be able to play this sort of stuff and playing gigs in Canberra and things like that, and do the things that we love to do.
Do you remember what it was like back in the day when you rolled in here and started pouring a few pints?
Yeah, absolutely. I was managing the bar for the first few weekends that you guys opened, and it was wild. It was such a new experience. It was a new place, and it was something that I'd never worked in a place like this before. I don't think Canberra had seen it. And I remember that we just ran through the beer those first couple of days. It was way more than we could have imagined, and it was just lovely. The support and the sort of excitement of people coming in was fantastic.
And so now you've got into music, or you've always been into music, but you've got your own gig going on. Tell us a bit about your philosophy on music and what you're going to play for us tonight.
Yeah, well, we're going to play a lot of very old-fashioned blues, and as Ian said, it is a real privilege to play this sort of music. A lot of the real joy of what we try and play sort of 20s to 50s blues music, is that for a lot of guys, they'd never been recorded before, they'd never heard themselves recorded. It was such a sort of new technology in a new world, and the music is so sort of raw and emotive. It was done to get feelings out. It's not all perfect and clean, and really the joy of it is those sort of little mistakes and the funny tunings, and it's a kind of music that you sort of don't see as much anymore, and it's really absolutely wonderful.
Okay, well, big shout out to everyone who's tuned in tonight, and thanks for having a go. And it's great to have pubs opening back up, and it's great to have live music going on. So we're not going to chat anymore. We're going to let these guys do their thing. Hope you all enjoy the night, and we might have a quick chat a bit later on. Thanks.
Now girls not in China, she hopes you're not in Bangalore. Ah, woke up this morning, believe how dust now blow. Yeah, I woke up this morning, believe how dust now blow. Well, girl I'm loving, she sure gonna get some soon.
Always was, always will be.
Well, every day when I walk down the street, some girl she come breaking down, stop breaking down, stop breaking down. The stuff I gotta believe brains up, baby, and make you lose your mind. Well, I can't walk the street now to consolate my mind. Some girl she come breaking down, stop breaking down, stop breaking down. The stuff I gotta blow your brains up, baby, and make you lose your mind. Well, these Saturday night women, they like to wave and clown. Just want to pull a good boy down, stop breaking down, stop breaking down. The stuff I gotta blow your brains up, baby, and make you lose your mind. Well, some girl give me the 99 degree. She jump up and throw down a pistol on me. Stop breaking down, stop breaking down. The stuff I gotta blow your brains up, baby, and make you lose your mind. Well, I can't walk the street now to consolate my mind. Some girls she come breaking down, stop breaking down, stop breaking down. The stuff I gotta blow your brains up, baby, and make you lose your mind.
Thank you very much. My name is Lightning Tommy, and this is my friend, compatriot, and brother-in-arms, Flash Johnston. We are Electric Tommy Johnston. We play a lot of old-fashioned, old-school blues from the 20s to 50s, a little bit after that, but don't tell anyone. There's even a smattering of jazz. We've been playing 2 consecutive Robert Johnsons. As a blues band, you are contractually obliged to play at least 2 a set. But we're going to move on to some Muddy Waters. Just to really break the mold, some Robert Johnson followed by Muddy Waters. This is Can't Be Satisfied.
Going down south, won't be back no more. Going down south, don't you wanna go? Well, I'm troubled, got worry in mind, and I can't be satisfied. I just can't keep from crying. Take that girl, middle of the road. Lord, you know that she's out there wrong, and I'm troubled, got worry in mind, and I can't be satisfied. I just can't keep from crying. Going down south, won't be back no more. Going down south, don't you wanna go? Well, I'm troubled, got worried mind, and I can't be satisfied. I just can't keep from crying.
Thank you very much. We're going to switch guitars briefly for a second now. One of the charms of playing this sort of old-fashioned blues is that people play it in lots of different tunings on lots of different guitars in lots of different ways. One of the difficulties of this sort of blues is that people play it in lots of different tunings on lots of different guitars in lots of different ways, and it means that you have to tune up and down and round, so we just have multiple guitars. This next one is another Robert Johnson. It is about the healing and restorative qualities of Milo. This is called Malted Milk.
Well, I've been drinking malted milk, just trying to drown my blues. And well, I've been drinking malted milk, just trying to drown my blues away. And it was welcome to my loving as the flowers is in May. So come on, fix me one more drink and hug your daddy one more time. So come on, fix me one more drink and hug your daddy one more time. And keep on mixing me malt milk, mama. Well, Lord, till I change my mind. Well, malted milk, keep rushing to my head. Malted milk, keep rushing to my head. And I got a funny, funny feeling, and the hair standing on my head. Tell me about it, Flash. mama, she done the best she could. And well, my daddy, when he left me, my mama, she done the best she could. Well, don't you know sometimes, oh, it's hard to do all you should. And well, my doorknob keep on turning, must be the spooks around my bed. Yeah, the doorknob keep on turning, must be the spooks around my bed. And I got a funny, funny feeling, and the hair standing on my head. Ah, yeah. Thanks very much. We've got one more for you in this little set, and then we'll be back later with some more. This next one is one of those really joyous blues tunes. It is a one-bar blues. It has no timing or form. This is Black Maddie, originally by Sleepy Joe Estes. Poor Black Maddie, changing clothes. Fool got drunk and he locked the door. Poor Black Maddie, he ain't got change of clothes. heater or fireplace round my bed. Woman I'm loving, keep me cherry red. Don't need no heater or fireplace round my bed. Woman I'm loving, she keep me cherry red.
Thanks very much. We have been and continue to be Electric Tommy Johnston. We'll see you later.
Let's give a big shout out to, is this working? I think it might be. Big shout out to Electric Tommy Johnson for coming in tonight. Real interesting time sort of operating here in the brew pub. So with the regulations that we're sort of under at the moment, allowing one person per 4 square metres and 20 people in each area. And also having to have everyone get some food as well. We're sort of doing these packages and they've been pretty popular actually, $40 for 3 little beers of your choice, and when you chuck a cluster 8 in there, that's pretty good value for money. So if you want to come down to the brew pub, go online, go to our website, little tab up the top called Brew Pub Bookings, and jump in and get yourself a few slots. Saturday's going to be a big day, so if you haven't got plans on Saturday, make sure you rock down to the brew pub, and hopefully it's super cold and snowing, and we can all have an Imperial Stout together. That's what I like to do when it's really cold, just sip and savour. So that's what we've got going on. Thanks for everyone for tuning in, and hopefully we can start something here that we'll start to do every week, and something a bit different, and hopefully you're all sitting at home with a beautiful beer in your hand. Cheers.
Hello, everybody, again. We are still Electric Tommy Johnston. We're going to play you in one now, famously by B.B. King, but actually probably by Leonard and Jane Feather. This is How Blue Can You Get?
Well, I've been downhearted, baby, ever since the day we met. hearted, baby, ever since the day we met. But if love ain't nothing but the blues, Lord, how blue can you get? Well, you're evil when I'm with you, but you're jealous when we're apart. Well, you're evil when I'm with you, girl, but you're jealous when we're apart. Well, if love ain't nothing but the blues, girl, just look inside my heart. Tell me about it, Flash. Well, I bought you a Ford, you want a Cadillac. I bought you a dinner, you called it a shack. I bought you a penthouse, you called it a shack. I gave you 7 children and now you want to give them back. Wow, I've been downhearted, babe, ever since the day we met. But when love ain't nothing but the blues, Lord, how blue can you get? Well, my, well, I've been downhearted, babe, ever since the day we met. But when love ain't nothing but the blues, Lord, how blue can you get? Ah, yeah. Gypsy woman told my mother before I was born, got a boy child coming, gonna be son of a gun, gonna make pretty women, well, jump and shout, then the world's gonna see, Lord, well, what I'm all about. You know I'm him, and everybody knows that I'm him. Well, I'm the hoochie coochie man, and everybody knows that I'm him. Got a black cat bone, got some mojo too. Got the Johnny Conqueror, put a spell on you. Gonna make pretty women take me by the hand, and the world's gonna see that I'm the hoochie coochie man. You know I'm him, and everybody knows that I'm him. And well, I'm the hoochie coochie man, and everybody knows that I'm him. On the 7th hour of the 7th day of the 7th month, 7 doctors say you was born for good luck, and that you'll see. I got $700, and you don't mess with me. You know I'm him, and everybody knows that I'm him. Well, I'm the hoochie coochie man, and everybody knows that I'm him. You know I'm him, and everybody knows that I'm him. Hey, I'm the hoochie coochie man, and everybody knows that I'm him. Thank you. That was a Willie Dixon number, often Muddy Waters, but really initially Willie Dixon. The first one we did was, as I said, How Blue Can You Get? The next one we're going to is a little Big Bill Broonzy number. He was a king of slide,
and so we're basically not going to play a slide piece of his. This is Stump Blues. Well, I'm sitting on this old stumpy stump, baby. I got a worried mind. Well, I'm sitting on the stump, baby. I got a worried mind. And I'ma find my baby love. Ooh, oh, I catch death trying. Well, you know I threw $5, even shot a point blank nine. Well, you know I threw $5, even shot a point blank nine. And you know I stopped that 6-bar and sent that trail flying. Well, I hurt my hamstring popping and my collarbone crying. Well, I heard my hamstring popping and my collarbone crying. Well, I'ma find my baby love. Ooh, I catch my death crying. Well, I know you don't like me, do you, baby? Oh, my buddy Sly. Well, you know you don't like me, baby. Oh, my buddy Sly. Well, you work me down the levee, Lord, until I go stone blind. Thanks very much, guys. We've got 2 more for you. Get back to the slide. The next one we're going to be doing is a trad classic, a bluegrass classic, a blues classic. This is Sitting on Top of the World, arguably by the Mississippi Shakes. We could hear otherwise, but looks pretty compelling. But a standard now in basically all genres. The spring and through the fall, I work Christmas in my overall, but now she's gone and I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. 'Twas in the spring, one sunny day, my baby left me. She gone away, and now she's gone, and I don't worry, because I'm sitting on top of the world.
branches don't shake my tree. Oh, girl, let those peaches be. 'Cause now she's gone, and I don't worry, because I'm sitting on top of the world. Hey, well, Mama caught a rooster. She thought it was a duck. She stuck it on the table with its feet are sticking up. But now she's gone, and I don't worry, because I'm sitting on top of the world. In the spring, one sunny day, my baby left me. She's gone away, and now she's gone, and I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world.
There'll be a short intermission while I find my harmonicas. There we go. Thank you very much. We've been Electric Tommy Johnston. You can find us on Facebook and all that jazz. Thanks to the Ben Spoke for having us. This has been a blast. We haven't played in public for some time now. We leave you with a classic from a real bluesman of real repute. This is Rory Gallagher from the 1970s, that classic Irish bluesman. But it's a great song. It's called Too Much Alcohol. Drink responsibly.
Yeah, too much alcohol. Yeah, went down to 3rd Street to buy a jug of alcohol. Well, they wouldn't have no water, ooh, they wouldn't have no drop at all. Well, whiskey make you thirsty, and gin'll make you think, and all my girl do is drink, 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 drink. Wow, went down to 3rd Street to buy a jug of alcohol. Well, they wouldn't have no water, ooh, they wouldn't have no drop at all. I said, whiskey make you thirsty, gin'll make you think, you know it's my girl got me to stay. I'm in, well, I'm in the 3rd Street to buy a jug of alcohol. Well, they wouldn't have no water, ooh, they wouldn't have no drop at all. Tell me right, Flash Johnson. Well, 92%, 9302, 94, 95, and 96 too. 97, 98, 99%. Say 100, 100%. I went down to 3rd Street to buy a jug of alcohol. Well, they wouldn't have no water, ooh, they wouldn't have no drop. Ow!
Thank you very much. We're Electric Tommy Johnston. See you next time.
Thanks everyone for coming down and tuning into this. Thanks to Electric Tommy Lee Johnson. Got that wrong, but anyway. This is it's a great idea to do these type of things in this time and try and engage with people who are at home. So hopefully anyone who's tuned in and looking in at home and you've got a couple of good beers there. And we've got our events coming up through the week. Just sort of remind you of those. Thursday night, Ben Brewers Live, and I'll be talking all things Brew Pub. Friday, don't miss the Cheesesmith. 5 beers, 5 cheeses. There's nothing better. And then Saturday is Imperial Stout and Cake. So hope to see you through the week. And thanks for tuning in to